Hello friends, my name is SagarMore.in and today in this video we are going to see CSS introduction and syntax. You will get to know what is CSS, why to use CSS and how to use CSS. So let's start. On my screen I have opened CSS introduction chapter in which first of all we will see what is CSS. So CSS is a cascading style sheet. The cascading word means the effect gets applied to the element and its subsequent elements as well. So take an example of color red. When you apply this CSS to an element, that element will have color red, but its child elements also going to have the color red because of the inheritance. So that is called as cascading effect. And style sheet is a language of a web where we define the formatting for the HTML. So we have seen HTML, and what is that? Hypertext markup language to define the structure of a web page. And the CSS is going to help you to design or format the web pages. So these are two different languages. HTML is for the structure purpose and CSS is for the designing purpose. And in order to decide how the HTML elements look on the screen, on mobile or paper, we define it with the help of CSS. Of course, CSS3 media queries are going to help you in defining both the things, whether it is a screen or not screen. And CSS is going to save a lot of time and a lot of work, because with the help of external style sheet, you are going to define what colors combination or theme you want, and whenever you want to change it, you can change it at one place and all the web pages will get it from there. So this is an example of what CSS is used for. So we just saw what part, what is CSS, and in that we can see the header is created along with the sidebar, body section and the footer, and this is created with the help of, let's say, external CSS. And this is one page, and if there are any other 100 pages, that 100 pages are also going to consider the external style sheet which you have written, and from one file it will define the style and designing of a web page. Okay, so we have covered what is CSS. Now we will cover why to use CSS. CSS is a language of style sheet. So you can create a style sheet separately, and all other pages, let's say 100 pages you have of a web page, those pages are going to consider the style sheet you applied in that external file. So you control all the web pages styling and formatting from one place. So that is a best key or best place to have. And with the help of CSS, you get to know by defining other property value combination and applying CSS to your HTML. So with the help of HTML, you could have defined the heading, paragraph or section, or let's say table or form. But with the help of CSS, you are going to format or design those forms, tables in such a way that it will look nice and good, and that is not possible with only HTML. And that's why CSS comes into the picture. It defines your layout, it defines how the pages will look on the mobile, tablet, desktop or any other media. So this is a how part. So we have covered what is CSS, why to use CSS, and let's consider how to use CSS. So we can see on the screen there is a selectors written. So body, h1 and paragraph are the selectors. There is a block of code, so this curly bracket is called as block of code, and there is a property value combination, and each property value combination has semicolon as a ending line or a full stop in the layman's term. We can see the output for the body tag, which is here. We said body should be of light blue color in terms of background color, right? So we have used internal style sheet here, not external one. Internal style sheet we can write in head with the style tag, and in the body we have said body color should be light blue, so it is light blue. For h1 element we said color should be white and text align should be center, so it is center and white. And for the paragraph we mentioned 20 pixel and font family should be Verdana, so and it is the same way. So with the help of this approach we can define our CSS, and when we change, let's say, the code, and write another h1 tag here, that will also consider the CSS which we have already written. So this is a cascading effect, and this effect solves a big problem, because you can write reusable CSS, you can write classes and apply to your elements, and you don't need to write separate element property value combination for each and every element, and it is going to save a lot of work. So CSS provides the reusability. And now let's consider how to write CSS. So we just saw the syntax, and let me explain it. So the first part of the syntax where we write the selector is called selector, and the block of code starts from this curly bracket start to curly bracket end. In this block of code, we have declaration of property and value. So property is at the left hand side of the colon and value is at the right hand side. So this color property has blue value, and this particular statement ends with the semicolon. Each statement should end with the semicolon, and then we can start another statement if we have any. So here font size is another property, and 12 pixel is the value. Like this we can write the kind of CSS which we want to apply. Let's say this CSS has paragraph selector, color red, and text align center, which we can see, and there are 2 paragraphs, and that's why it is getting applied. If you want to create another paragraph, then also it is fine, it will also take that CSS from there. And this is about how to write CSS. So this video was created for beginners only. So if you are a beginner, you can just try this in your code, or with the try it yourself here on the W3 school, and you will start knowing the CSS. I will cover basic to advanced uh, concepts in the next videos. So keep watching this playlist, and I will be adding more videos. For now, we have covered introduction and syntax chapter. In the next video, we will cover selectors, how to write CSS, what are the types of CSS basically, and the comment section as well. For now, I think that's it for today. And if you like the video, please consider watching the other videos on my channel as well. See you in the next video. Thank you.